We're here at the Equipment Innovation Test Lab where we analyze all the prototypes that are going into development for the new balls.
It's a real privilege to be the official match ball of the Copa America Centenario 2016. The philosophy you want to have, or the philosophy we have here at Nike Football and how we approach bringing a ball to a tournament like this is actually act as almost a guardian of the game. If you're so fortunate and you play through your games, and you're going to play with a special ball that we created to celebrate that moment of football, celebrate what it means to play as a team, to get the goals needed to get to the final game. We want to celebrate that in a way that only Nike can, so we're going to bring out the Nike ordem, campeon. The eyes are attracted to movement, so the ball is going to move, and that's the first signal that a player is going to pick up. The second signal that they're going to look for is luminance, the brightness of the football. So what colors can we put on the ball that are going to attract the eye very quickly? In this case, you look at the gold. In this case, you also look at the red swoosh here. From there, the next idea we look at is contrast. The eye is always going to find something to contrast with. So we want to find contrast with the ball in the stadium environment, and we want to have a contrast of the colors on the ball. So this beautiful, iconic cage that you see here, this black, is going to contrast with the white straight away. So as the ball's spinning in the air, as it's moving like this, it's actually creating a flicker type signal, letting the player know how the ball is moving on itself, and they can also pick up how it's moving in that stadium environment.
We start with a big blanket approach where we'll look at every technology that's available, new materials, and then we have a series of mechanical lab tests that we're able to filter those materials. Then we'll create prototypes, go through our lab machine tests, but then correlate that with athlete feedback.
Really, the beautiful side of the technology here is what we call, what we innovated is called the AeroTrack grooves. So if you look very closely, you can see the grooves that are kind of indented into the panels. Those grooves are actually the flight control system. So they allow the air to grab onto the football, and while the football is traveling through the air, to actually stay centered, stay very stable in flight, and go where exactly it's supposed to go.
The fuse weld technology is a proprietary Nike technology. It allows us a smooth transition between the panels. It keeps the ball watertight. So during play and rain, the ball weight's not going to change at all. We're here at the CSM, which is our circumference and sizing machine. Basically what we're doing is taking 4,500 data points of the radius and stitching that together to measure the overall sphericity, or how round the ball is. The innovation process starts 3+ years before the ball's actually hitting the shelves. So these technologies were developed for several years before you're seeing them.
There is no question in my mind that this is the best kept secret, and we're really excited for this ball to hit the pitch.